In an interview with Fox News yesterday, former Attorney General Bill Barr said that he believes the DOJ is getting very close to having all the evidence they need to indict Donald Trump. And he also said he really hopes that they don't do that. Bit of an odd statement, right? I mean, Bill Barr's been all over Fox News the past week, talking about how this is bad for Donald Trump. Clearly, he's done these horrible things that he's been accused of. They're gathering this evidence. Oh, it doesn't look good. And then he's like, yeah, but I don't think they should arrest him. You know, why not just let him go with it? I mean, Barr even has been attacking Trump to the point where Trump responded last week, called him a rhino, of course, and said he was a very bad attorney general. Started out great, he said, but then he got really bad. It went all downhill from there. And let's also not forget that Bill Barr is the very same guy who misled the public about what was in the Mueller report so that Trump wouldn't be charged. So this is not the first time that Bill Barr has run interference for Donald Trump, even though there's a lot of evidence of criminal activity. But here is what Barr had to say on Fox News. Will the government be able to make out a technical case? Will they have evidence by which that they could indict somebody on, including him? That's the first question, and I think they're getting very close to that point, frankly. But I think at the end of the day, there's another question. Do you indict a former president? What will that do to the country? What kind of precedent will that set? Will the people really understand that this is not, failing to return a library book, that this was serious? And so you have to worry about those things, and I hope that those kinds of factors will incline the administration not to indict him, because I don't want to see him indicted as a former president. But I also think they'll be under a lot of pressure to indict him, because one question is, look, if anyone else would have gotten indicted, why not indict him? So it's really cool that Bill Barr is just talking out of both sides of his mouth. Like, oh man, they've almost got all the evidence they need. That son of a bitch is going down. But I really hope they don't do that, because that would just be so bad. But they would also do it to somebody else, so why wouldn't they do it to him? I mean, you expressed all of these different opinions in that one little paragraph that I just read. It's amazing that you can hold so many conflicting viewpoints in that giant head of yours, Bill Barr. But again, this is the guy who had evidence of Trump's criminal behavior from the Mueller report, decided to come out and do a preemptive press conference where he lied to the public and said, nope, no evidence of Trump doing anything bad. And even a couple weeks ago, a judge came out and said, nope, that was a lie. Bill Barr lied to the public. There was plenty of evidence of Donald Trump committing crimes in the Mueller report. So I don't know why Bill Barr actually thinks we shouldn't indict Donald Trump. I don't know that I buy his reasoning that, oh, what kind of precedent will it set? The precedent is that do crimes, go to jail. That's the precedent, right? That's what we're talking about here. You do bad things happen to you. I think that's a pretty okay precedent to have here in the United States. I think it's good that people in positions of power understand that they're not above the law. I think that's a good precedent. I think it's one that we should strive towards. But apparently not Bill Barr. God, no. Bill Barr says, oh, Lordy, what's going to happen if we start holding people accountable? Why are you afraid of that, Bill? Why does it worry you of what would happen if we start holding people in either current or former positions of power accountable? Sounds to me like somebody may have a guilty conscience, right, Bill? That's what you're afraid of. Not what would happen to Trump, but that something may come back and happen to you.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.